Mute us.
There it goes. I think now we're unmuted.
Good morning.
Good morning. We're in a weird place.
I was like looking at the angle, like, oh, it's like bright. We could see outside.
That's right. You can see all the wrinkles.
It's because there's no spin class. We could be in the classroom without Facebook kicking us off. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Well, oh, you do it.
Welcome to Cut Up and Sew. What's up?
If we did it in unison, it would have been too weird.
This is Josh.
That's Tony.
And we're here every Monday about 9. Not me, not necessarily, but I'm here in the room.
Or me.
So
we take turns, but every single Monday we go live and we talk about all things cut up and sew.
Exactly.
Usually we try to do some tips and tricks, and hopefully we get some conversations and feedback going. Speaking of which, good morning, Pat. Good morning, Bonnie. Yeah, we show some new fabric, talk about machines.
Wow. Hi, Pat.
And since you guys have been doing such an amazing job of sharing it, we're making all sorts of new friends. Keep that up.
We love it.
Because it's working. The little hearts and the thumbs up down on the right, left, your right, our left.
Somewhere over there.
That does wonders as well. Just simply hitting the like button. It's amazing. The Facebook algorithms.
Say that for 3 times.
Yeah. Say it once.
Don't.
We're figuring it out, and it's all because you guys. So thank you. We really appreciate it. And Saturday, just FYI, we also go live, but we really try to stick to only classes. Classes and events. And we got a ton of them. So if you missed our Saturday show, go to our YouTube page. That's where that's kind of what I recommend. Yes. I'm trying to tell everybody because that's where they live.
That's right.
Forever. And cutupandsew.com is the place where you can get all the information for both stores.
And you're on YouTube all the time. Come on.
You are, literally. We have more people that interact with us and probably watch things on Facebook, which is interesting because then they live on YouTube while they're sitting at home sewing.
Equal opportunists.
That's right.
You know what day it is?
Don't know. Bagel Day. Yeah, National Bagel Day. See, you said National Poop Day, and that was in my head.
I didn't expect you to say
right before we went live, she's like, it's also National Poop Day, but we can't talk about that. So here we are talking about it.
Exactly.
My 7-year-old's going to love that. I'm a child. It's National Bagel Day.
Woohoo!
Yeah, that's fun. So Tony has a question for you to get you guys talking.
What's your favorite bagel, and with cream cheese or without cream cheese? I like cream cheese.
Always with. Always with.
I like everything bagel.
Yeah, I'm not like a huge bagel guy, but every time I have one, I'm like, man, I love bagels.
It's like having a treat every month or two or whenever you have it.
Yeah, but I do love a flavored cream cheese.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
Something, yeah.
I do like
anything cinnamon. Yeah, well, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So what's your favorite bagel, and do you use cream cheese or don't you use cream cheese? We want to know. We should have a bagel party.
Everything with cream cheese.
Hey, yep. Pat's my friend. Yes.
Yeah, the everything bagel is weird though because it's got so many different flavors.
It's onion and garlic, and then the seeds.
I feel like there's more than that on there. It's everything.
Poppy seeds, cinnamon seed, salt.
It's all the seeds. It's everything.
The kitchen sink too.
And by the way, the reason we do this, and Tony has been trying to get me to remember to ask you guys questions. The reason we do this is literally when you comment back and when you say little things, again, that notifies people that something's happening and they're missing out.
I'll be honest. We just want you to talk to us.
And that too.
So talking to a camera sometimes is challenging.
Oh, Bonnie's going big. Everything
cheese.
With cream cheese, lox, tomatoes, onions, and capers.
That's a sandwich, Bonnie.
That's a sandwich.
That's a sandwich. And then Christine's like strawberry.
With strawberry cream. With strawberry cream cheese. Yeah, now we're talking.
On everything bagel. Savory and sweet. Very nice.
Yeah, I like the savory and sweet. Cool.
That's fun. So keep answering. And if you're watching it on the replay, #replay, and put your answers in the comments. We still want to know what kind of bagel you like.
That's right. It bumps it back up to the top. Now I want a bagel.
Well, I went to Dunkin' today, but I didn't have a bagel. I had a wrap.
I think they have bagels right down at the end of the. So when you visit the Cut Up and Sew in Palm Coast, everyone always goes to Dominic's, which is great. But now there's like a killer hot dog place, a really good dim sum place, and we have this new. I can't figure out what it is. They have bagels and pastries and pizza.
It's sourdough pizza something.
But it's good.
It
It's
is.
great.
Mhm.
So we're getting more food here, which is great because Palm Coast has been lacking in that area. And St. Augustine, no problem. There's food everywhere. It's fantastic. But I still say Ned's.
Ned's.
It's amazing.
I've never been to Ned's.
Bagel party. All right, Denise, now we're talking.
All right.
Greenland Quilter. I like that.
Palm Coast, Florida, you betcha. That's where we're at. We also have a location in St. Augustine as well.
Yeah.
We have 2 locations, Katie. Katie was on Saturday, I think, too, or last Monday.
Fantastic. And you know Pat, so that makes you our friend immediately.
By association.
Guilty by association, exactly. So, all right, let's dive in. It is embroidery month.
It is.
So I think we're good. This is going to be an embroidery heavy episode.
Sure.
Don't you think?
I totally think we're going to make it happen.
But I like Tony has started this theme this year with the new logo and the new year and the new kind of flavors that we've been kicking off. It's been fun. January was Material Girl.
Yep.
For all you Madonna fans. This month, did you mention, did people know the
Yeah.
song? Every Stitch You Take. So did you already ask them this? Did they know what song it is?
Yeah, well, of course they do.
Okay, cool.
Even Joanne knew.
Yeah, because our friends are awesome.
That's right.
That's why.
That's the Creeper song. No, it's Every
It's not-
Stitch You Take. It's not the Creeper
It's
song.
not That's funny. 80s themed and 80s music's amazing. So
It is.
we're trying to have some fun with it. So I love
Living
that.
our youth.
So Every Stitch You Take obviously is to celebrate Machine Embroidery Month.
Yep.
So I thought that was clever. Tony came up with all these. They're great.
Wait till next month. I don't know what next month is.
That's awesome.
We have so much.
So what do you want to talk about here? What's the
Just something for us to keep in mind. So last week we had Joanne on. She talked about how she uses embroidery. We talked about thread. So in a bit we'll talk about stabilizer. And he has a really cool machine here that he wants to talk about too.
Yeah, I mean, so Joanne's a quilter,
Yes.
but she owns an embroidery machine.
And
So
she's working on
I
it.
hope that and it's a great embroidery machine. So I'm glad to hear that. But I hope she talked a little bit about incorporating embroidery.
She did.
Because a lot of times, and we have a ton of classes and a ton of embroidery themed or technique related classes. But I hear it all the time. People are like, I need some education on my embroidery machine. And I'm going, okay, like you need to learn how to use it.
Mhm.
And most of the time it's not that. They know what the buttons to push. It's just that I think they're overthinking it. Truthfully, the only thing, once you know how to use your machine, then it's all a matter, well, what do you want to make?
Right.
And the education usually revolves around stabilizer and hooping.
Or a project in the hoop or something
And
that's
the hoop project.
It's only embroidery. So what Joanne talked about last week, you can go back to YouTube and look at the video. She talked about how she created an embroidery design and was able to stitch it onto a quilt for to accent and embellishment. And that's kind of where she went with it.
Okay. Or quilting in the hoop.
Right.
So that's
She
another one
talked
for
about
people
that, yeah.
who do smaller quilts who don't want to do a long arm. They've got these new humongous hoops now.
Mhm.
So embroidery is very cool. So the reason I brought that up is if there are certain techniques or questions that you have or classes you're interested in, ask us.
Please.
Because it is such a broad, it's huge. There's so many different things. And what I find is in my mind, I think you need education on your embroidery machine when all it is you need some education on
Or even
supplies and material
inspiration.
or inspiration a lot of times. Yeah.
I think that's what they're getting
So let us know, truthfully. Would you be able to carry cork material?
at. If you ask.
So we carry cork. In fact, I just saw because we were rearranging that we're out. So we need to get some more cork in. Cork's awesome. Speaking of embroidery.
That's right.
Yeah, we had
Especially on purses and bags.
Beach Potato embroidery down here, and they had some amazing cork. I need to order.
I was
from
like,
them,
you
by
need
the
to
way.
order for them.
Beach Potato, if you're watching, I'm sorry. We got a quilt show this month, and we had
Actually,
a shop hop.
We'll
And,
probably see them next week.
oh, absolutely, we will. Good. I'll place an order there.
There you go. Squirrel. This happens often, and we were talking that we need to be short today because we're in the classroom. But it is what it is.
Hey,
we,
good morning,
we can't
Pearl.
change us.
That's right. All right, so
All right.
we'll come back to the embroidery and do these things. Let's talk about the shop hop
Nope. AQS.
or AQS.
Yep. I'm gonna shop hop.
What's AQS, Tony?
American Quilt Society.
It's an awesome quilt show in Daytona Beach this month, February 18th through the 21st.
Yep. It's a week away. It is next week.
It is next week.
It's a week
Our
away.
cabinets need to arrive today.
They need to-
Yeah.
yes.
We're cutting it close. So we have 3 booths there. We're really excited. We go every year, as you guys know. It's our back door. It's our backyard.
Yeah.
And we love that. So we get to see all of our friends. But what's really cool too is every year we make new friends and they go, oh, you're so close. Yes. So then they get to come and see us, which is awesome. But get your tickets in advance if you'd like, or at the door. We do not sell those tickets.
I don't know if they're still available. So check the website.
Pre-sales?
Yeah, because it's a week away. Normally a week away, they stop it, but check it. You go to AmericanQuilter.com, I think is what it is.
Just Google AQS Daytona Beach.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And don't listen to me. I'm like, buy the tickets early. She's like, you can't.
You can. Yeah, bought them a week ago.
Fair enough.
So right now we don't know.
Fair enough. But anyway, we're really excited. So we've got a Bernina booth, we've got an AccuQuilt booth, and then we have an Arrow Kangaroo cabinet booth. So we've kind of got that same corner where we're always at. If you haven't been there before, when you walk in the door, you turn right and you just keep walking until you hit us.
Right.
It's not very far. We're like right there.
We're across from the AccuQuilt lounge where you can rest and
that's right.
Play with some machines or AccuQuilt, play with them.
We're going to have machines there so you can do make and takes, which is really cool. So AccuQuilt and Bernina are the AQS national sponsors, which is an awesome deal for us, which makes sure we get, Tony, make sure I say this word, exclusive deals.
We do get exclusive
We do, and I'll tell you about that in a minute, as much as I can say.
Yeah.
But the takeaway is they give us this amazing spot. So it's so much fun. So we want you to come and hang out with us in our kind of cut up and sew corner.
That's right. We will eventually take over the whole show. We say that every year.
And then also we have a Bernina classroom. So if you're taking a class, by the way, that you should absolutely sign up for early. They may be all sold out already. I don't know, but they do fill up.
They do.
Usually before now. So check it out. Nina's got a class there. Two classes there. So make sure you take a class with Nina. And then if you find out that you're taking a class and you're sewing on Berninas, that's us. And I'll be there to say hello to you and welcome you in. I'm excited.
We always excited. We love this. We're exhausted afterwards.
It's worth it.
So we do have different shop hours for Daytona Quilt Show Week as well. The 16th through the 20th, we're going to be closing
the
at
21st.
21st, sorry.
The whole week.
The Saturday. And we're going to be closing at 3, both locations. And then Sunday, the 22nd, we're completely closed. You can see, I don't know if you can see our big yellow sign up there that says our hours, but if you don't, you can come in and see the hours. So just make sure you're aware of that.
Yeah, and that's very unusual because we are open 7 days a week now. But truthfully, we just the entire staff's there. It's a lot. You wouldn't want us here on Sunday with the
trying to be perky.
Well,
ain't gonna happen.
It'd be a mess. So we're doing everybody a favor. So just make sure again, if you don't remember this, if you forget this and you're unsure, just give us a call. Make sure that we're open before you head to us.
Especially if you're coming from the show to come up to see us. So.
Yep. And we're going to be honoring the show specials here in store. And then also we're going to have some in-store only quilt show specials. Since the store is going to be open and we're not taking all of our fabric and stuff to the show, there's going to be cut up and sew in-store only quilt show specials.
Exactly.
Which you definitely want to take advantage of.
Mm-hmm. And we'll talk about those next Monday, by the way, just so you know.
All right.
Start at the top. We have comments. We got to respond to the YouTube.
I want to do some embroidery design in a Quilt of Valor. That's cool. I need more education on my machine too. I got it during COVID and moved, so no education. Yeah, and YouTube education is definitely available and better than nothing, but sometimes you get mixed messages. Mm-hmm. You know, and so I understand it can be frustrating. I still encourage people to go to YouTube. It's better than nothing. If anything, write down something. Ooh, I do want to learn that. And then maybe give us a call. Pat, you know, since you're not here.
I would gladly do a Zoom class for you.
I was getting ready to say, we are starting to essentially soon enough make all of our classes available via Zoom. So we're going to be able to reach you and help you out. No problem. And you know that we've talked about it. But even if you don't see a class on the calendar that's exactly what you're looking for, give us a call. Because like Tony said, we do private classes all the time. We could easily do a private Zoom class.
Totally.
And then honestly, there's somebody else that also has the same question you have. Right. Guarantee it. So that just helps us. So we got your back.
And Denise has got her ticket already. Woohoo, Denise.
Whoop, whoop.
And then Pat asked, Pat, we're going to talk about the machines in the classroom here in 1 minute.
Yep.
1 minute.
It's the 570.
We got to talk about fabric first.
There you go. She said, awesome. Let's plan it. Hey, Tatiana. Good morning.
Good morning, Tatiana.
Tatiana, how many quilts do you have in the show this year? Do you have any? I think that gorgeous, I want to call it a self-portrait, but I know that's not what it's titled.
The one where she's like
with the anchor, the ship themed, the ship captain.
I thought she had it in last year, or that was Jackson.
It was in Jack's, and she won a bunch of ribbons because she's awesome.
Katie, for you, I totally will do that. So email me. My name is Tony at cutupandsew.com. Tony with an I, Tony at cutupandsew.com, and I will set something up with you.
4 of them.
Go,
That's
Tatiana.
Awesome.
Whoop, whoop.
Yeah, 6700. That's an awesome
Tides
machine.
of Creation.
Tides of Creation.
That's not it, is it?
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's the one I was talking about.
Okay.
Cool. That's awesome. Congratulations, Tatiana. Well deserved. Shop Hop magazines. All Florida Shop Hop is about. March is so close. It's crazy.
Yeah,
So we still have some magazines left at both locations. This is your passport.
They're going fast.
Yeah, they are. And again, it's a really cool magazine. It's got patterns in there. So even if you're not doing the entire shop hop, it's a great magazine to have just to see what shops are new. And honestly, if they're in this shop or in this magazine, that means they're open. So it's also a really cool little roadmap. So just friendly reminder, get your shop hop, all Florida Shop Hop magazines / passports ASAP, because they will be gone and we can't get more. You typing? Are we showing this fabric?
Yeah.
Let's show that. Or showing this.
That's why I had the fabric there. Hang on, I'm doing something for Katie.
She's going to try to multitask here. So obviously you can see the fun, funky, I just covered it up for the most part. The big panel, it is a 1 yard panel. I'll move
Jimmy
the fabric
Buffett
and let you
Santa.
see it at the end. Jimmy Buffett Santa.
Katie, I put my email in the comments.
So I'm just doing this so I can, because I can't quite reach. So I
That's
can't
all right.
go all the way around. So I'm going to cover us up.
It's all right. I don't need to see.
We also have the blenders.
Wow.
But again, these things are going fast. So the border print is real skinny. So it is a super fun line, I will say, and I don't know if the camera's doing it justice. The colors this year are very vibrant, which I love.
A little closer. Yep, perfect.
Right there.
I love it. Love the alligators with Santa Claus hats. I think that's my favorite piece.
Yeah. This really showcases the colors, I think.
It's vibrant. I love it. And the orange slices with the hibiscus. And there's candy canes in there too.
Yeah, little candy
Peppermints.
canes.
Cute.
It's bright. Of course, it's Florida, so we've got palm trees with Christmas lights on them.
Of course. If you haven't figured it out, it's Christmas in Florida in March and April.
And this line is just so goofy and so silly that it's kind of awesome. It grew on me, not gonna lie.
I'm gonna me too. Looking at some of these bolts, we probably have less than 3 yards on some of these bolts already.
Oh, for sure.
So, and we do have it in both locations, and we have a wide back, and it's up in St. Augustine, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
In fact, you know what's weird? We got 2 in, but it says there's only 1 available with that line, which is interesting. So it might have been just a coincidence, but they both worked with the line.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, flamingos all year round, but they stuck a little Santa hat on it.
And you can't have a Christmas line without a Christmas stripe.
I can't believe this one's not gone, to be honest with you.
I love that bias.
This one for the binding, come on, it's a no-brainer.
I think it is a no-brainer.
Candy stripe. And then this one is one of my favorites just because it really gives the contrast when you put it against the panel.
I just like the way that typography
Maybe
is.
to the panel.
Yeah.
It just, yeah. And this is not directional, which makes life a lot easier.
I don't know if they can see the alligator Santa on there. Oh, that's funny.
And then, of course, you've got it in the white colorway, which is, again, fun.
Mm-hmm.
I like the black a little better, but the white's cool.
That's
And I'm
almost
not going to
done.
open this up, but this is the border print. Look, blue, not a lot of fabric on there. And it happens every year. We sell out of the fabric before the shop hop even starts.
Well, yeah.
So you do have to pre-order it. You can't take the fabric home or we can't ship it to you until March 1st. Just keep that in mind. But if you order it now, we put your name on we put all your fabric in a bag, put your name on it, and we make sure we save it for you. So I'm not going to unravel this, but there's a Santa on the jet ski.
He loves the jet ski Santa.
I do kind of like that one. And then there's our St. Augustine lighthouse, which is cool.
That is very cool. It's fabric for us.
Some flippy floppies.
Always need flippy flops. And I like that one because it's open and it's not so on top of each other. It's one of my favorites.
Yeah, it's spread out.
Mhm.
Yeah. And then you can't have Florida
The
without
colors
some
in this are
seashells.
really cool.
They are cool.
The corals.
This is an interesting one. I think people like this, but then they struggle for some reason trying to figure out what to do with it because the colors are different. But again, you guys are the artists, so we want to see what you make. And then now maybe you can see that Santa panel. It's a big one.
It is a big. It's a yard. It's a yard Santa.
There's the gator with the hat. So
do y'all go to QuiltCon? Katie, no, because we are in Daytona the weekend of QuiltCon. So one day we hope.
I know.
They got to move it from that date, though. That's the
Those
problem.
QuiltCon people need to think about cut up and sew. We want to be there too.
That's right. We sew.
We're having too much fun in AQS. Yeah. So.
Let's see. We did. Oh, she did the Florida shop hop 2 years ago. Nice.
Awesome. Morning, Brad.
She might have been in here and we didn't.
So
know
have we
it.
met you? Is it Katie?
Yeah.
Yeah. Have we met you, Katie? Just in passing. Anyway, so the Florida shop hop fabric is still available. As you can see, it's getting there. It's getting low. So I would grab it fast. And both locations
And
do
it's
have it.
pre-order. You have to come and pay for it, get it cut, and we'll put it off to the side. And March 1st is when you can pick it up. We can't give it to you till then, but you can pre-order and buy it.
No, Linda, there's no iguanas. That's funny.
You know what? They might have that next year. They haven't had any iguanas.
No, they haven't. Now we want to show this line.
Yeah.
So this line just came
You see
in.
that?
What is it called? I always forget the Metro. Did you write it on
No,
here?
I did not because I didn't know when I was at home. Metro Mirage.
Metro Mirage. So here is another large panel, but it is so cool. The cityscape, it is funky, and then you've got these really cool kind of stained glass.
Well, that's windows. That's your windows on your skyscrapers.
Yeah.
Because if you look on the skyscraper, it's got the same geometric. I have a pattern that I designed for this type of a panel too. So I'll bring it in next week and show it.
Yeah.
Now that's stained
This
glass.
is more
That's
stained
really
glass,
cool.
Yeah. It's a really cool print.
And I love the texture.
And then I'm glad they put some dark black in there for the contrast.
This has got all sorts of interesting shapes. I love this. This would be great to free motion on or learn how to free motion.
You didn't make it to Daytona? Hey, no worries. We're not going anywhere, Pat. Absolutely. In fact, if you're in Michigan or anywhere else outside of Palm Coast or St. Augustine, I would absolutely get it online today.
Yeah. It is on the website.
It's on the website. In fact, you can probably just type in shop hop and it'll bring you to it. But there's actually a shop hop category, or you can type in
I had to make sure it's in
2026
there, but
shop
yeah.
hop. It is.
Okay.
I looked for it the other day. And then this is just a really fun, funky all over print. I did a video. I didn't share this with you yet. I forgot because it's 5 minutes long. I did a video with Casper and I unboxing this.
Oh, then you need to upload that to YouTube.
I know. I'll put it on there. That's what I'll do. And it was funny with this line. He kept being like, well, yeah, this is dragons. And I'm like, dragons?
Yeah, I totally see
And
that.
he was seeing the dragon eyes and he kept talking about the little
Flame.
boom box. He's like, this is like a cool, funky
Oh,
boom box.
Oh, yeah.
So I was like, what an imagination on
That's
that kid.
great.
But that just shows you this, well, art is subjective, right?
Mhm.
So everybody's going to see something different, but this is just a really fun print that is kind of all over. So I love this line. I cannot wait to see what people do with this one as well. Get it here. And this one is in Palm Coast.
Yes. We're still working on the goal of going up to St. Augustine to share their new fabrics they have every once in a while.
It's happening because both stores have entirely different fabric selections. Because you guys have entirely different flavors.
Right.
30 minutes apart, night and day.
Which is good.
Which is great because then the stores have totally different vibes and feels, which is really cool. And people will gravitate, or if somebody needs a batik, they go to St. Augustine, for example, or they want Tilda. But if you want Tula, you come to Palm Coast. So we're having fun with the two stores and we're just figuring it out. But the live, this is home base. We both live here. So it's just so much easier early Monday morning. And Saturday to do it here, but we promise we're going to share the St. Augustine love soon. I've been saying that for about a year.
Yeah, we got March. March is our date.
But that's it. Oh, what's next?
Want to talk about stabilizers?
Let's do it. So, how many people embroider?
That's a good question.
How many people have an embroidery machine and actually use it? And I don't mean hand embroidery. That is a different show that we will talk about soon enough. By the way, just keep that in mind.
Let's see if you guys forward with all the fabrics.
Okay, cool. Palm Coast is basically St. Augustine, Palm Coast, Daytona. We're right
smack
in the middle. Yeah.
Smack in the middle, and we're growing crazy. Me. Look at all of those. Everyone's got a embroidery machine. Should we ask what kind?
So, well, I know what Pearl and Louise have.
Oh,
but
okay. Yeah, me too.
so far we've got Baby Lock folks. Everybody has a brand that they gravitate towards. I recommend not being a brand loyalist because every brand has their strengths. Certain machines, and everybody sews differently. So
True, and have different needs.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm just going to Bernina, for example. The reason I brought this up here is because it's a 570, and this is what we're putting in the classrooms, and we're taking to AQS. We're taking the whole line to AQS, but we're going to have these in the classrooms. So when we talk about embroidery, if you notice, this is just a sewing only machine. I'm just trying to hide it. I'm gonna keep drinking it.
Over there.
That's all right. And so a lot of people come in and they are looking for combination machines. And I tend to have the conversation, do you have a sewing machine that you love already? Well, I do. Okay, why don't you just get an embroidery only machine?
Right.
Because I personally like a dedicated machine, like a sewing machine and embroidery machine. However, especially in Florida, space is oftentimes limited.
Right.
So combination machines are great for those people. Also, one thing that Bernina has an advantage on, dare I say, is that the 5 series and up are embroidery compatible, but you don't have to buy the embroidery machine with the machine. The embroidery module, in other words, it's compatible. If you notice, there's no module. You can buy this machine just like this, or you can add the embroidery module and purchase it as a combination machine.
Or you can get the module like a year later.
That's what I was getting ready to say. So, and part of the reason I didn't bring the module is because a lot of people, that's exactly what they did. They bought the 570 at a AQS show because the deal was so crazy they couldn't say no.
Mm-hmm.
But then all of a sudden they hear us talk about embroidery and they're like, well, I want to do embroidery. Well, cool. Good news, Bernina owners. You don't have to buy a new machine. You could just get yourself a module. So that is a really nice feature. Baby Lock, Janome, they come, it's either a combination machine or an embroidery only machine.
Right.
You cannot add embroidery to a machine later.
Right.
None of those are better than everybody's different. I guess that's the big takeaway for this. And I want you to really think about what type of embroidery, how much space do you have? What type of sewer are you? What do you want to embroider?
Right.
How big of a hoop do you need? A lot of people go, ooh, I got this awesome combination machine and it's a 4x4 hoop, which is great for classrooms and things like that. But you get frustrated because you're like, all I can do is like one little
right.
Initial thing. So just keep that in mind. And again, there's so much information out there. I highly encourage you to come into the store and let's just sit down at the machines. I want you to touch it. I want you to use the navigation and figure out, does this one work like my brain works?
Yeah, that's
or maybe this brain works
better with this brain.
And they do. It's amazing. I've seen people sit down at Bernina's and then go to a Janome and go, oh, that Janome's so hard.
That's funny.
And then I've seen people go, no way, Bernina, it's another language. Nobody's ever said Baby Lock's hard. That's the one thing I will say. Baby Lock is known for being the most user-friendly machines, especially embroidery machines on the planet. I see comments.
I love Cindy's comment. We need to talk about Cindy's comment.
The Embroidery Club?
Yeah.
So
let's finish talking about this. Then we'll talk
about so the 570, the one thing I'll say, and I don't want to get into a whole Bernina spiel, but the one thing I'll say, Bernina got it right when they made every single machine in their lineup the same in the sense they all have a DC motor. So whether it's the 335, the 570, or the humongous 990, they all have the exact same motor.
That's really cool.
That's huge.
Yeah, I agree.
So the reason the 570 is probably the number one sold Bernina on the planet, it's the size, the weight. Bernina doesn't make a truly lightweight machine because it's all metal with those motors. Exactly. It's just, they're beasts. It's a cast iron. But a 7 series is way too big to be lugging to classroom. A 570 is doable, but you're not losing any of the features. It's literally just a smaller version of that. So the 570, we're going to be doing free motion in the classroom. We're going to be doing applique, quilting, piecing, everything. So many things. In fact, this is the machine I have at home right now, and I'm working on my challenge quilt for Jacksonville because I needed to do free motion. I actually needed to piece something. Didn't love that. All those straight lines. I needed to embroider something. Oh, one machine did all that. So killer machine. And because exclusive deals
for us,
basically, because Bernina is the national sponsor and we are representing Bernina, we get sweet deals and we want to pass it on to you guys.
always.
So I have 15 of these that I'm taking to the quilt show. I think it's 15. Well, we sold 2. 13 of these that I'm taking to the quilt show that are up for grabs. Here's the deal, because you guys are our friends and we like you more than anybody else in the world. If anybody is if anybody's interested or wants to know more about this machine, you get first dibs at the quilt show pricing, which I can't tell you now.
No, we can't. But it's exclusive.
It's low enough that I will get in trouble and never be able to sell Berninas again if I tell you.
We're not allowed to do that.
You can take advantage of that before the show even starts. So just keep that in mind. If you're interested, if you just want to sit down and sew on it, call us. And we have these machines at both locations.
Yep. And we have one for you to sit down on this. Well, that's the one from the floor.
Yeah, and tell them when you go into the shop, I'm here to get my quilt show special. Josh said it was okay.
Mm-hmm. That's
and
right.
And
Josh said it was
okay.
okay. All right.
So I love this machine, not only for just sewing, but for embroidery. The stitch quality is incredible. But again, if you have a baby lock, a Janome, if you need help with the navigation, reach out to us. We have mastery classes. We're starting an IQ class, which is more advanced stuff, but we want to be able to, we don't want you to be frustrated. We want you to be able to play. And then we get to educate you in what we're about to talk about.
Yeah. I'm not going to talk too much about it because, again, I think we've kind of.
We're doing good.
Oh, we're doing
going
good.
fast.
Never
I know.
mind.
I'm trying to lightning fast
You
stuff.
are.
But what are we missing here? I see everybody's chatty this morning. I love it.
So we do offer lots of embroidery classes. We've added more for this year. And we have a monthly club that meets here in Palm Coast. It's the third Wednesday of the month. Second Wednesday of the month. This is the second or third.
Don't ask me. I'm the
Anyway,
worst
Cindy's
at that.
hosting it, and it is this Wednesday at 1 p.m. here in Palm Coast. You can go to our website to sign up. I encourage you to sign up because that allows us to prepare the classroom. But Cindy, I don't know. Cindy, you want to talk into what your topic is this month? I don't know what she's talking about.
Talk about Hump Day Hoopers?
Hump Day Hoopers.
What a name.
Hump Day Hoopers, our embroidery club. So if you go to our website, I think it says Hump Day Hoopers.
Second Wednesday.
Yeah. Okay. Good. I couldn't
Yeah.
keep up.
Yeah. Well, what's nice about it, and Cindy can put in maybe the topic, and you guys can check it out. It's meant to inspire you, to answer questions, to spawn conversations.
Right.
It is a club, so they want your input.
Right.
And there's usually some sort of demo or a challenge. Even there's a show and tell. And again, it's just motivational. You're trying to get with the community of people who are like-minded and Jinx, and honestly inspires you. That's the entire, it's not a hands-on thing. It is a club where you just get to go in and learn a ton, and it will probably confuse you because there's so much information, which is great because then that gives you a chance to write down questions and then we can get those answered for you.
So it's a club. So there's no machines. You don't bring your machine to this.
Yeah.
And she's talking about embroidery batting. So the batting you use for embroidery processes is recommended to use a thinner style batting that's more dense. Not more dense, but it's just finer and thinner. But you can quilt on any batting. But she's going to talk about that specifically this month.
Very cool. Good morning, Angelina.
And then Leanne's on too.
Any mastery classes on a new machine ever on Zoom? Linda, that's what we were just kind of talking about earlier. Some of the mastery classes, it's real tough because it's a lot of information. Reach out to us though. I mean, we don't have that currently because again, the mastery classes, you should see the people are done. They're like, whoa, so much information.
And for Melanie, she only takes smaller classes for mastery classes, for bringing in mastery classes. So she can be one-on-one. So if she has 6 people in class and then a couple ones, it gets too much. But we might be able to do, like you said, some one-offs, and we'll do a couple of things like that.
Right. Hey, Leanna, good morning. I mean, we can do anything we want, to be honest with you. But again, we just want to make sure that we're careful using the term a mastery class via Zoom because it is so much information. But if there's a certain technique or something, we can always do a private class.
Yep.
Okay, so Tony's got a whole bunch of stuff over here. So
I pulled the basket
once
off
you
the floor.
choose, once you say this is the machine that I'm going to learn embroidery on, fantastic. Now what?
So again, embroidery month. So we're going to talk a little bit about stabilizers. There are so many. It gets very confusing, and that's one of those big questions. Everyone's like, "What do I use for this project?" Okay, well, Dime has this one, and OESD has this one. Are they the same? Well, technically they are now because they are a combined company, and they're going to start producing.
But the
them.
names are different,
Right,
and it's
right.
the same product.
Right. That's what I'm trying to. Thank you.
Yeah, I knew what you're saying, and you did say it, but you got to dummy proof it for me. So I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, because like ultra clear. I don't know what we have in this basket. I just grabbed a basket off the floor. Aqua mesh.
We may not have any doubles, but so a sticky stabilizer for dime is called something sticky.
So let me
but
help
for
you with this.
OESD, it's called stable stick.
Oh, that's a good one. So we have this for our dime. I don't know if OESD has one of these.
I don't know.
This is the cool thing. So it's $15 or something like that. You can come in and order it because I don't know if we have any in stock. But this
We sell a ton of these.
we can't keep them in. But it has actually 8x8 pages of stabilizer.
Hold a little closer.
And it also comes with a little
So
fan, too.
It's all the different stabilizers with a label on them, so you can touch it, feel it, and then again, it's labeled for your reference.
Right.
And then it's got a cheat sheet with the explanation of this stabilizer is good for this, which is really, really cool. It's like what do they call those? There's a huge novel, and then they have a little teeny tiny book,
novelette.
Cliff Notes.
Oh.
Cliff something like that.
So what's really cool about this particular product is that it comes with 8x8, or I think it's 8x10 pieces that you can actually stitch out on those.
It's
and then it
8x10.
also comes with a little like accordion of all of them, like 2 inches by like 8 inches. It's missing out of this one because this is our shop sample. So
so you can actually use these, but then keep that for reference.
That's what. That's right. That's
Cool.
what I was trying to get at. And I will say I posted something on our Facebook page. I think it was from OESD actually, talking about how to not make your project pucker up. And most of us get lazy. If you're an embroiderer, you know what I mean. You must get lazy. You stick that one tearaway piece of stabilizer in your hoop, do your embroidery, and then it comes out and it's like all puckery around the edges because you don't put enough stabilizer.
More stabilizer.
That's right. Always, if you have a heavy, dense design, something that probably has more than 10,000 stitches, you need at least 2. And then depending on the density, and if it's bigger, you want like 3 layers, or you go up to the medium weight tearaway or cutaway. I know Maria will talk about it. She irons SOF 101.
SF 101. It's a woven
fusible, yeah, on all her fabric before she embroiders. That helps a lot as well.
Stabilizes, especially for like t-shirts and things. It's funny because I'm lazy, so I just basically take 2 layers of a cutaway, but like a poly, and I'll double 2 of those, and then I'll also put a topper on it if I'm doing a t-shirt, because I'm like, just in case. I don't want to buy another shirt, whatever. To me, like, you can't put too much.
You can, but
yeah, you can. That's not too much. Those are thin. But I saw a video where somebody told me one time, and it may be wrong, but the gist of it is for every 10,000 stitches, you need a layer of stabilizer, something along those lines.
That's kind of the way to think about it.
And so a lot of times people are going, well, I put one, this is really heavyweight, whatever, and it's still puckered. Well, you needed more.
Right.
If it's puckering, you need more. So one thing with embroidery, if you are doing a quilt, especially if you're doing embroidery for someone and you only have that one piece of material that you don't want to mess up, test it. Always do a little test run. If you've never stitched out a design and you bought it on Etsy, test it out.
Yes.
It is probably not your machine. It is probably the design. We get machines in all the time for repair. Oh, I can't stitch this out. Well, it's not the machine. It's the design. So make sure you're just trial and error with embroidery.
Be savvy.
Yeah, totally.
And the other thing, like we were talking with quilt blocks, if you are going to put it in a quilt, you always want to cut that foundation piece bigger than what it's going to be, because when you embroider, it draws in the fabric, so it'll shrink a little bit. It's just like applique. It's the same kind of concept, so you have to trim it down afterwards. So.
Yeah, it's smart. I should have grabbed a hoop. A lot of times too, people they'll hoop their product or their fabric, their project, and they've got a little bit of a wave. Just a little bit. So what do? They keep it in the hoop and they hold the edges and then they tighten it. They pull it real tight because they want it to be like a drum, because they saw a YouTube video and that's what they did. What happens when it's done stitching and then you unhoop it? It's pulled like this, right? All of a sudden it goes, oing, 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 and you still have all those puckers. So there's tips and tricks, but again, you just have to try it. You have to see, okay, with this thread and this stabilizer, this design works great. And then the next design will hate that thread.
So this is why we have an embroidery club.
Yeah.
This Wednesday at 1:00. Questions for that. But just so you know, we do carry OESD and dime stabilizers. Do we have dime stabilizers up in St. Augustine?
They pretty much only do OESD.
Well, we have both of them down here.
So OESD purchased dime, just so you guys know. So I don't know if they're going to do away with the actual dime, marketing and things like that.
We like that though.
Yeah, because it had our old logo. Classic cut up and sew. But I honestly kind of hope that they do, just for our sanity, just one name. There's a bazillion different stabilizer brands. I'm pretty sure they're all made in the same place, and they just all send them out, and then they put their own labeling and marketing. And I think so. I don't buy it. I think needles are made in the same place too. I think it's a whole racket to get us to buy more stuff.
Well, that's true.
But again, so trial and error. I'm not going to ever say that OESD is better than this brand or vice versa.
No, and I like them.
I do love OESD though. Their stitch quality, their embroidery designs are incredible. And you get what you pay for.
And they have some really great tools to help you with embroidery too. So most of those, we have some here, but again, OASD, most of it's up in St. Augustine. And just come on in and talk to Farron or Melanie, and they'll walk you through it.
Yeah, and I think because, I agree with Tony. We're at 9:40. I don't want to go too much longer. Was that a question?
Yeah.
Are you going to have an embroidery club in St. Augustine?
We're worth considering it again because we just need more feedback because it wasn't.
Honestly, we're 30 minutes apart, so it's so easy for people just to go to one of the other locations. So we didn't really want to double it up. We felt it was repetitive. We're doing more workshops and actual hands-on classes, technique classes in St. Augustine for embroidery. Also in Palm Coast, our classroom's a lot larger. So when you talk about a club, it usually ends up being a lot of heads, which means we need more space. That being said, our new classroom in St. Augustine is awesome. Everybody that showed up for Quilts and Cookies, thanks for coming. That was great. What a turnout.
Awesome.
I'm glad that we actually did the show and tell this time. We kind of forgot and then ran out of time last time. And yeah, I'll take the blame for that one. But so we're getting there. So if enough people want something, we'll do it. But real quick, she had these little tea towels. Just we were gonna get into that. But thread, we should just mention real quick. So
we did last week.
Did you guys talk about it?
We did talk about it. So
See,
you can look.
I wasn't here and I didn't watch. Shame on me.
And I'm thinking the same thing. He didn't watch last week at all.
I didn't. I don't remember what we were doing, but anyway. But you should have listened to them because they know what they're talking about.
Well, we pretended really well.
Yeah, fake it till you make it. Well, so people come in. The only thing I wanted to say is people come in all the time and they're looking for thread. They don't say specifically cotton or whatever. And they go over to either our Dime Exquisite rack or in St. Augustine, the Isocord rack. And they go, well, this is just embroidery thread. And I go, it's polyester,
We talked about
which you can use for embroidery. All I ever use is polyester because I don't make microwavable bowls. So I'm not going to microwave it ever. I like the shine.
Right. It's
So-
great for top stitching.
Well, yeah. So again, try different threads. If you like the color, use it. There are a couple of rules. Don't use cotton. I'm sure you guys talked about this to embroider.
You can use cotton embroidery.
You can. Most machines don't like it.
No, well, that's the key.
It's the speed more than anything, the
Right.
friction and the fuzziness of the thing. So there is a couple of little rules, but for the most part, don't pick the brand that you like or pick the brand that your machine likes. Actually, pick the spool that your machine likes because every single brand, what is this?
That's
Exquisite. So this Bernina's going to love it, but then that 570 in the box over there may not. And there's no rhyme or reason.
Nope.
So you have to try it. You have to test it. But again, just because it's polyester doesn't mean you have to embroider with it. And just because I guess it's cotton doesn't mean you can't.
Right. I've embroidered with cotton. It's just more, it's like embroidering with metallic. You want to be careful and think about the needle and the speed. And yeah, there's a way to set it up.
Slow it down. Unless you're using Kingstar, then forget it. Just put it in there and rock and roll.
It works.
By the way, Kingstar is amazing.
We have that too.
Yes, everybody needs Kingstar. What does that say at the bottom?
If you use embroidery thread for piecing your project, check your size of your project. It takes a little bit more. Yeah, correct, Pat. Pat is right on the 90. So this is, as a quilter, I don't recommend a 40 weight for piecing. And then most of this embroidery thread is 40 weight because you want a thinner thread for piecing so it doesn't eat up into your seam allowance. So that's important.
So you're saying use a finer thread.
Yeah, so you can use Deco Bob. You can use Visifil.
Which is 100 weight, 80 weight.
Yeah, so and they're polyester. But she's Pat's right on the mark. The 40 weight, you just don't want to use polyester or cotton in your piecing process. Your
Interesting.
You don't care. It doesn't matter on the quilting.
Yeah, true.
It doesn't matter on piecing. Yep. And you want to use a smaller needle. But that's a whole nother subject.
So see, there are little things. And again, it's most of the time, it's not questions about your machine. It's about things like this. So clubs are such a good opportunity for this because it's an open conversation.
And then we also have sewing, sit and sews and stuff like that too, that you'll learn more. That's more, better community learning.
Yeah. If you watch this after the fact and it's not live, if you have a question specifically about embroidery or something like that, please put it in the comments. We go back and we see these. We get notifications. So we will see it and we will either call you and answer it or we'll steer you in the right direction.
Bonnie, I hear your question and that's one of the things we've talked about is having it moved it back to a weekend. So she can't do the middle of the week for embroidery club.
For the embroidery club.
Yeah, we get it. We know. We're pondering and working on it, but
they voted, and essentially that was when, and the embroidery club's been going for 3 years, and it's a big group, and so we had to honestly get the vote from the people that have been in the club, and the midweek was what worked for them. So sorry, Bonnie.
But that doesn't mean we won't offer it again in a different time or whatever. So keep asking. Be the squeaky wheel. We do things with your squeaky enough. I'm just saying. Yeah,
if you harass me enough, I'll totally fold. I'll cave. I'll be like, okay, fine.
He's so easy.
I don't like to say no.
That's right. All right, let's talk about this weekly's promotions. You want to talk about that?
Let's see, we're not doing this. So, okay. Well, every Friday we do fat quarters, $3. So fat quarter Friday it was something we started. It was going to be short lived. We said, forget it. Let's keep it going because fat quarters are not $3 anymore. So every Friday, both locations, $3. Take advantage of that for sure. Bernina.
That's 50%.
Yeah, I know. That's all right. Bernina, they usually do a foot of the month.
It's actually an accessory of the month.
An accessory. So, but they usually do have a foot of the month that we talk about. So Bernina will throw stuff at us. And usually we kind of go, that can't be right. This is one of those times.
Yes.
The large free arm embroidery hoop is 50% off. I repeat, 50% off. That's crazy. And this is an amazing hoop if you have Bernina. If you're going to be doing shirts or anything where you need to usually turn it inside out, because it gives you that free arm where it can hang. It's a huge,
and that's one of the things
huge perk
that makes Bernina different too. You can embroider with a free arm. I don't think you can do that with the other ones. So that's a huge benefit.
Well, you can do t-shirts. I just did it, but you have to literally turn it inside out. It's easier, much easier on a multi-needle. And then the very second best is that Bernina hoop and the Bernina free arm system.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, it's because they have this concave. They don't have a solid, what do you call it? Bed. So that's a big one for Bernina. 50% off that hoop is huge.
And again, I posted a video from Bernina on our Facebook page, so you can go back, scroll back down, and look and see how it's used. It's amazing. It's really cool.
Yeah, it's awesome. And then Janome and Baby Lock foot for February, which is 20% off. It's not a foot; it's an accessory. So it's a thread stand. That's interesting.
Well, again, perfect for embroidery month. So
I mean, it really is.
When you have a thread stand on the back of your machine, you can put like 3 or 4 colors up there. So as you're getting ready to embroider, you just pull the color down you need in the sequence you need. Really
we had somebody in the other day, and they got a new machine, and they wanted to use. It wasn't even the huge spools; it was the next size up. But all they had was this size thing, and they were like,
"You ain't gonna work."
Well, how's that? And I was like, "Guess what? You need a thread stand." Because it doesn't go this way and it doesn't go this way. And if you use a lot of one color, then hello, buy the big one.
These are the best, yeah.
For sure. So thread stands, that's great. And that's 20% off, and that's a Baby Lock and Janome promotion. And then again, the Bernina is the 50% off the free arm hoop.
Cool.
That's huge. Anytime you come into either location and you pay with cash, you get your name on a little ticket, and we do a drawing for a gift card. If you say the code word, you get 2 tickets.
Awesome.
So the code word for this week is
OESD. It's not really
It's not a word.
but it looks right. If you can't remember, write it down and just show the staff. They'll know what it means.
It's OSD.
OSD, yeah.
OSD.
OESD.
Oklahoma Embroidery something.
Designs. I know the last word's
Design.
design. First word's Oklahoma, last word's designs. Embroidery studio designs.
So come in when you pay with cash, because we don't like to charge. We don't charge you that 3% for credit card use. So we just encourage you and reward you if you use cash. Just say OESD and you'll get 2 tickets.
Perfect.
Double the chances to win.
And we still have to poll for the cash cow, but we will do that this week sometime.
I'll be there Wednesday.
There you go. Wednesday he'll be live.
That's right.
So.
Ooh, and I got Brian Cox coming in
Ooh,
in just
Free
a minute.
Spirit
Free
Tula,
Spirit fabric
Tula,
rep, so I get to
Tula.
check out the new Free Spirit fabric and buy it for you guys.
Tula. You'll have the fabric so I can go look at it.
Probably. Yeah. All right. I think we answered all the questions. Thank you guys for being so
Interactive,
talkative this
engaging.
morning.
I love it.
Yeah,
And
fantastic.
again, if you didn't share your favorite bagel with or without cream cheese, please put it in the comments. We want to know.
And we have sewing studio today, and they're looking through the window going, I don't want to be on TV. That's what they always say. I don't want to be on TV.
We're not TV.
I know.
It's video.
People all the time come, they're like, I saw you on TV. And I'm like, whoa, you put me up on the big screen?
Well, we have done that before, haven't we?
That's funny.
All right. Well, you guys have a great week. You start.
I'm supposed to say my thing, right? So have an amazing week. I was just going to say a friendly reminder, AQS, make sure you stop by and say hello to us sincerely. And make sure you call or come in if you want to take advantage of this early deal for the Bernina 570s. And then also, if you can't go to the quilt show, we will still be honoring everything in the stores.
And we'll talk more about that next Monday. Too.
We will. But I'm going to ingrain it in your heads because I don't want you guys to miss out on it. For real. It's awesome. And as always, this is our sign-off thing. Okay, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Live to create.
And enjoy your journey.
Boom. Classic.
That's right. Classic.